Well, hello. Thanks for coming back. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the U.S. Postal Service pepper spraying dogs.
We're against it. We're against pepper spraying dogs on this podcast.
But if you have to,
use it sparingly.
if it's between you and the dog, you got to do what you got to do. We also delve a little bit into like language and stuff because we still have Dax here on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, he speaks a second language. We talk about that.
Talk about the Notre Dame.
Talk about the Notre Dame. Down a rabbit hole this one is.
Yeah, check it out.
Fun one. Enjoy.
We work at Cricket, the call center. That's been established, right?
Yeah.
I think that's canon, yeah.
Yeah. That is canon.
That holds up with lore, yeah.
Your life's a lie, lore.
I want someone to write fan fiction about us. I still want someone to do it.
Dude,
Seriously.
me too.
That's really all I want.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That was a better segue than I meant for it to be, but that's not what's on my mind. What's on my mind is that we had an episode the other day about your dream job at the post office.
Mm-hmm.
I am now a mailman.
He is now a mailman. He's made it.
Yeah, I have.
Mailman is two different words for being a guy.
Huh?
You spell it M-A-L-E.
Like male and man.
I'm just
You're the manliest man here, man.
I get it. I have testosterone, yeah. What about it?
I get it, dude.
I get it, bro.
I get it.
What of it?
But
I'm not a soy boy, dude. I get it.
we're going through training, and since it is like a government job, I feel like they cover some unnecessary like weird shit. It's like way too much. You know, like they have to go way more in depth, I feel like. Maybe they don't have to. Anyways, me and Sean were talking about this earlier because I just finished my second day of like orientation for the post office today.
Yeah.
And everyone jokingly, whenever you ask about the mailman job, you say like, what are you gonna like bring treats to like feed the dogs? Or like, cause you know, like the mailman hangs out like he's like, you know, like the in like the movies, the mailman feeds the dog a treat, waltzes up to the door, drops the mail in, and like gets back in his little car, goes, you know.
Right.
He was like, dude, did you get trained? What'd you say to get trained to like fight off dogs?
Yeah, like they train you in dog safety or
dog, dude. I was
like
just
that.
about to ask you
Dude,
that joke.
I watched a vulgar video of a dog ripping a mailwoman apart.
What?
It was a
Like-
wicked video. Yeah.
Whoa, okay, so
Holy
like
smokes.
it was
Say
like
live
just like
leak
a
at the
full-on
bottom?
video, like
Live
full
leak.
on like mail cars, like security camera showing this lady getting like
No, it wasn't like a real video, but like they show these safety videos and they're all so graphic. And like the lady in my training was like, yeah, they like to get their point across. But it was this male lady and like there was like a German shepherd, just
Holy
a
shit.
dog that would just kick your ass even if it was on 2 feet, you know?
it just gets up and it's like getting in a stance and everything like you
It's
got
like
those
bobbing
boxes
its
in
head.
there.
It's bobbing
What's in
and
the
weaving.
box, huh? It's like, hey, bitch. Anyways, this
biscuit
mail
in your
woman
hand?
is like going to go deliver mail, and like this German Shepherd rolls up, and you could see it's like ripped, like its traps are bigger than my thighs, and like this lady starts running away, and like this
You
dog.
can outrun a dog.
Oh yeah, no. One dog took her leg, and then another one came out of no one and took her arm, and it was all like beautifully filmed, like in this like picture perfect neighborhood, white picket fence neighborhood, and she's just getting fucked up by a dog.
That's
People just like riding their bikes past.
the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, yeah, it was in orientation. Anyways, long story short is that I get pepper spray for dogs.
Your government
Hell yeah.
issued pepper spray? Do
Hell
you
yeah.
get a baton too?
No.
Oh.
I do get a cute little mail bag that I can hit dogs with.
A mail
I'm
bag?
not supposed to.
Is it
no,
blue?
you can't give treats
Oh,
to dogs.
shit.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Wow.
They had one too many bad incidents with that.
Yeah, they also
All it
said-
takes is one person to blame their dog's death on the mailman.
Yeah, they also said to use
Yeah.
the pepper spray sparingly, which is, I mean,
So like one
whatever.
can a day or 2 cans a day or
Honestly, I was thinking more like one a week, but yeah. I just,
just like use it sparingly.
whenever I'm sitting in those orientation classes, like I like my brain kind of goes wild because I'm so bored. And
Yeah.
I think of like skits or something. I could like that could like be funny
Mm-hmm.
or not funny. I don't know. I just imagine like a mailman walking up to a doorstep and there's like a very nice Shih Tzu. Like, hey, it's like, you know,
It's like, dude, that
Just
thing was
spraying out of
ready to
nowhere.
tear me apart. I saw. Did you see the orientation video, dude? That was.
You get back
That's
to
what
your-
that dog was gonna
it's
do.
the paranoid mailman.
See, I was wearing shorts today too. I
That's what I'm
wasn't about
saying.
to let it take.
You get
my
back to your
gas.
supervisor, like, yo, I had to fuck up a Shih Tzu today.
Hey, can I get 2 more cans of pepper spray? I'm not quite done yet with them.
I
Yeah.
didn't think it'd feel this heavy after like spraying something. Do you guys have like, you know, like therapists at hand that I could like talk to about this or something?
In-office therapist, like police stations.
Yeah, they also have us watch videos about like heat stroke.
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched a dude vomit. Yeah, that's pretty gross. There's one about frostbite that was kind of silly because like the lady for the frostbite video, she's delivering mail in the middle of winter, no big deal, whatever. But she is wearing the most ridiculous outfit I've ever seen. Like I've seen snowboarders wear 3 layers less than her. Like it was impressive how much she had on, and I don't know, this is weird. She had this like she looked like she was from Alaska or Canada or some shit. She looked like she just got finished like snowshoeing. She had like her hat on, and, you know, like delivering mail. I don't know, whatever.
Wow.
The truck's not going to get past this snowbank. She like opens up the back doors and these sled dogs come out.
Yeah, I don't know. There's all I don't know. I'm still watching the orientation videos, but
I have to keep us updated on that.
they're fun.
That's cool, dude.
They're fun videos.
I'm excited for you. Is there a rule? Are you allowed to deliver your own mail?
I don't know. I assume not.
It's like a doctor. Like you're not allowed to operate on yourself.
You're not?
No, it's illegal to operate on yourself.
Who's gonna stop you?
Like the law,
No, if you're at home.
the doctor's board.
It's also
Revoke your doctor's license.
But like, what if they just don't know? What if you're just like stitching up your leg or something? You know? You can do it. You can
That's
do it
like
at home,
that's not
right?
like operating.
What do you?
Saying you couldn't like remove your own liver.
I gotta do brain
Not even
surgery
logistically,
myself,
but just
yeah.
legally.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can probably realistically,
Yeah.
do you have to do like
What?
your training course your for the car, right? Because you have
I'm
to
doing
do
that
it
tomorrow.
right.
I gotta
Is
drive
it like
the
like in driver's ed?
I
What
assume
you
so.
have
It's
to do,
called,
but in the little cart thing.
it's
in
called range.
the range.
Yeah, you remember range?
I remember
Road and
range.
range.
Road and
yeah,
range.
so I'm gonna
dude.
do that not tomorrow, but the next day. I'm gonna drive the little. I'm assuming I'm gonna drive the truck in like a figure 8 to see if I am blind. I don't know. I don't know.
Hit him with a sick J turn.
Dude, I'm gonna do donuts and make that instructor shit himself or something.
That's awesome.
You're just drifting. Dude, you could take that thing off a jump.
I could
Once.
once.
One time. Use it
Those,
sparingly.
Those vans are not the newest things ever,
No, they're really bad.
but whatever. Anyways, that's my endeavors with the post office. I'll keep you updated.
Sick.
Best of
those
luck.
videos are fun. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, keep us updated on that. Dax, you're going to Europe next month, is that right?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Right.
leave on the 6th of May. So
How long you gone?
I'm going for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Just a little bit over 15 days.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's what
sick.
we're doing.
That's
So-
sick. That's like what we were doing. But I'm assuming you heard about the cathedral,
Yeah, the Notre Dame.
the Notre Dame in Paris, because that's where you were. Were you planning on going?
Yeah, no, I definitely. I mean, there's only so much. I'm not like a big world traveler. So there's only so much of Paris that you even like hear
Know of,
about as a
yeah.
casual.
American.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
I mean, you got the Eiffel Tower, you got Notre Dame, you got the Louvre. That's like
That's
those
the
are
big
like
three.
what I know, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's definitely a bummer. I mean, for them more than it is for me. I mean, I would only go see it for maybe an hour.
Do you dabble
Whatever,
in
but-
memes?
I mean, here and there. I'm
Okay.
not huge.
Okay. Do you see the memes about the Notre Dame though?
I have.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I have. I don't know. Like, I'm not like, I don't know. There's been a lot of people who are just like outraged of all the people who make light of situations and stuff like this. But I mean, it's the internet. You're gonna get
The internet's an awful place.
No, it's horrible, man. But
And there's like, it's like one of those things where it's like anyone who makes memes, like the people who make memes for like meme pages and stuff.
Yeah.
They just wait for worldwide events. They don't care what it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, they can make
be
anything out of
and then they'll, you know, when it's something, especially where no one got hurt, it was way more people were like, "Oh hell yeah, let's meme this."
Yeah.
Versus like when an artist dies, they always usually get memed on. Like if it's a rapper, or someone,
like XXX,
almost always
of
they
course.
get memed on, and there's like a loud vocal group of fans that are like, "Hey, this isn't fun. Like shit's not funny. Man lost his life."
Shit's not funny, bro. Man lost his life.
Like that's like a classic meme.
Yo,
now
rip
at this point.
X, rip Jaw. Take this down. It's not funny.
And we I thought it was funny why we wanted to talk about it was because we thought it was funny that in the memes there are so many people like hurt, like offended by
The Notre Dame.
the
burning.
Notre Dame memes, and they're like, dude, this is not funny. Like this is an old building. It's like,
Do you think they're from
Do you really
Europe,
care?
those people
no,
talking
like,
about it?
no.
Or do you think they're just like Americans are like, yo, this isn't funny. Like that building was beautiful. I can't imagine anyone that dabbles in memes being like, yo, the cathedral, beautiful. Dude, this is messed up. Like no one's that passionate unless you're from Paris, right?
I don't
Or am I wrong?
I honestly think probably majority of the people, I honestly would say probably haven't even been there.
right?
Yeah.
Legitimately,
that makes
like
sense.
they've probably never been there. They're probably not from. They're probably from
Yeah,
largely the U.S.
yeah. I think a lot of it is like,
Is it like a too soon kind of thing? Is like
It's
that's what it
not a-
is?
I think it's kind of like a selfish thing. Like I wanted to see it. Maybe even if you
Yeah.
never even thought about seeing it before, you're like, oh shit, no, I can't. And now I'm
Uh-huh.
upset because you see a lot of people who are like, it's weird because you see a lot of people who kind of make it about themselves.
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of posts on like the top of Reddit and that went viral on Twitter where they were like, I went here every day for years and it breaks my heart to see it. And it's or like tourism's like, oh, I remember seeing like it's like a chance to post a selfie. Kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, with this and so it's like it's kind of making it about yourself, but at the same time, like if it means something to you, do it.
Yes.
I don't know. So
You guys just saw it too, didn't you?
Yeah.
When you guys went to
Yes.
you saw it, which is how did the fire even start?
So they were doing construction on it.
Yeah, they're doing like
because they were
restoration work.
trying to fix like the spire,
Mm-hmm.
and then for whatever reason they don't know for sure yet, but because of the construction that we were working on, that's how the fire started, and so it burnt the spire and then caved in the roof.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
much
a
for
good, I mean,
fixing it.
it's I mean, yeah. Well, I kind of thought it was funny because I was like, Haley, didn't you just give them like €5 like a month ago to fix their roof? And she didn't think it was funny. I also photoshopped me and her in front of it in Minecraft.
in Minecraft. That was
And she didn't think
I
that
saw
was
that.
funny. So no one thinks my shit is funny, except Riley. Riley was like, "Dude, that was so funny." He told me that the first thing this morning. I was like, "Thanks, man."
that was it was a funny picture.
But that's like one thing I did on that trip many times. I was like,
Photoshop yourself in front of a Minecraft remake of
"Yeah,
whatever you were actually in front of.
Uh-huh.
I saw the Eiffel Tower one. That was fun.
Yeah.
You also had another one that was like a castle.
It was like the River
playing.
Thames." But I was trying to look up Minecraft rivers, and there was, or not river. Maybe it was River Thames. And I was trying to find rivers in Minecraft, but I couldn't find any good pictures. So I just like ended up just looking up like castle,
And you found
and
it.
I found one with a river.
Nice.
Fun stuff. Are you just going down to Europe for fun? Just
Yeah. So I actually have I have a buddy who's been there before.
okay.
So he's kind of given us the tour a little bit, leaving out some of the things you don't need to see so
Yeah.
much. Really kind of focusing in on a fun trip. And there's 5 of us going. Out of the 5 of us, only myself and one other person don't speak French, that'll be nice.
That'll be
Yeah.
way nice, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, so it'll be sweet. But I mean, I'll be probably confused a lot of
Yeah.
the time. But
Just let them speak for you in
Yeah.
order for you, and they'll get like way better service and everything. Like they'll be like, "Oh shit, these guys are all."
yeah,
Yeah.
It is
cool.
gonna be kind of funny because like you'll be at a restaurant ordering, and those 3 will order in French, and you'll be like, "Yeah, can I get the?"
The cheeseburger, please.
And they'll be like, "This guy, who did you bring?" to our country. I'm like, I don't know.
You're right. Yeah.
And he will have the
My
spaghetti.
friend here, yeah. It's like you're like a kid. You're like 5 when your mom orders for you. Like, yeah, he'll have the chicken.
You like
tenders.
whisper in their ear, like, "Can I have this?"
Next time we go to dinner, will you say, "Hey, he'll get the chicken tenders"? Because you know
And
that's
the
what I'll
gentleman here will get the chicken tenders, and I will also have a chicken tender, please.
get. She goes,
If they are not tender, I will send them back.
I'll send it back.
And I won't even think twice about
Can
it.
I get my chicken tenders medium rare?
Ooh. Can I get them lightly frozen still? Just like a hint of ice on the outside of them. I like that crunch.
Yum,
Yeah.
dude. Yum.
What are some things like that you want to make sure that you do in Europe?
So, I guess as far as like where we're going, we're spending the first bit in Paris,
Okay.
which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of historical things, but I feel like it'll be a little bit busy.
Uh-huh.
It's a big city, you know.
Yeah.
But from Paris, we're going to Rome, so hopefully gonna see.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Colosseum and
That's
all
so
sorts of
cool.
stuff there.
That'll
Maybe
be
the
really
Vatican.
cool.
That
Yeah.
would be dope.
Oh, that is so cool.
And so we'll just spend a couple days there, and then we're finishing up in the south of France. My buddies know some people who live down there, so we're hopefully, if things go well, we're gonna get hooked up pretty well with lots of cool places to eat, places to stay, and things to do. But southern France, the Riviera, lots of beaches. It's
For sure.
hopefully it's gonna
that'd
be
way
dope.
Cool.
We'll
That's
see.
so sick. You'll have to tell us about it when you
Oh,
come
I
back.
will, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tight.
That'll be a good trip. I still haven't been out of the country. I want to.
Where would you go? Mexico?
I want to go to Italy.
Where did Bronson just go? Puerto Rico?
The Philippines.
Or the Philippines?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you go to there?
I don't know. It sounds like it's like a cheap. It sounds like too good to be true.
He makes
Like-
it sound awful, but also so cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like, the thing about the Philippines is that their value of money is really corrupted.
Yeah, exactly. It's like $1 there.
So
Is
you'd
like
go. You said
$8.
Italy.
Yeah, I'd probably go to Italy. I've always been interested in Italy.
What would you want to do there?
I don't know. Look at shit. I feel like that's the only reason.
Look at
you
shit,
buy
see
shit.
shit, buy shit,
Exactly. Probably
Right.
just,
eat some food,
essentially
eat a
just
pizza.
spend money, eat pizza.
They got pizza
Hell
in a
yeah.
cone there.
Pizza in a cone. Oh,
Is that
calzone.
real?
No,
Calzone
pizza in a cone.
What's-
is like deep fried or like what?
No, man. Just imagine a pizza, roll it in a cone.
I'll have
like a pizza slice
I'll have
or a
one.
full roll of pizza?
I don't know, actually. That's a good
I'd
question.
like to
I'll
get
go
my,
find out
I'd
for
like
you.
to get my hands
Pizza
on some,
cone.
Yeah,
some
that-
scaling.
You'll
of
have to
that.
find out for us. You know what the what kind is it? Circular and then it goes into a cone, or is it kind of like
or is
it
the
already,
or
like,
is the
pizza
cone the
shaped?
pizza like the crust?
Yeah, maybe it's just baked
Is that
in
what
like
you're
a
saying?
cone shape, and then they just like stuff it with like cheese.
You know, that actually sounds bomb. Like
Like
that
a
actually
burrito of
that
pizza?
actually almost sounds like it should be like already a thing, like in the freezer aisle. You know,
In, like,
a pizza
America,
cone,
a
right?
pizza cone.
That sounds very American to me.
Hey,
There's some money. In
I
that,
like
man.
I like that.
nothing
Innovating.
is safe. No cultural food or anything.
Nothing is
safe in
sacred.
America.
No, we will
Eventually,
absolutely
it's going to end up
bastardize
in the
everything.
freezer aisle of Walmart. That's
Dude, I
that
don't
is the
care
fate of
where
all
you're
food.
from. If you have good food, America will take your good food and fuck it up and put it in the Walmart freezer aisle every time.
Yeah.
I
Especially
don't know, man.
if
Those bean and cheese burritos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Those
fire, dude.
taquitos.
Taquitos
Oh.
are good.
Exactly.
Frozen food's great.
It is.
Just commercialized, but it's great.
No, yeah, really, it's great. Yeah, I don't know. Last episode, this is a little. We're
Oh,
we're segueing.
We're slowing down, guys, because we got an announcement.
What?
Your announcement.
What?
Your status.
I
I'm a
don't know.
mailman.
Huh?
I'm a mailman.
I'm a mailman.
Mailman,
I am
I'm proud
Leaf
of
Man.
I am free. I don't know how to say it. What do I say?
Cancer free?
it. He is cancer free, everybody.
Do you want to know something cool?
Dude, Dax, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm cancer free.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Dax keeps looking at me like I'm supposed to give him some kind of signal.
No, I don't know what's going on here.
It's a bad
Yeah,
joke I
it's-
made a couple episodes ago that you could tell anyone you're cancer free, and it's true technically.
Okay,
Yeah,
do you
I
wanna
was
know
about to
something
say I
crazy?
hope I am, but I didn't want to be insensitive.
No, you're also cancer free.
You said that
I
joke.
hope,
Riley
yeah.
was
Congrats,
Riley had
Thanks,
cancer.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Did I say that joke in front of him?
yeah.
Did I actually?
Because that was the funny thing. Well, I mean, he took it. He thought it was funny,
Oh.
but we said that joke today, and then Nicole, our boss, who's probably listening to this podcast right now, was like, "Hey, Riley is cancer free." I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot about that."
Oh, I just ruined everything.
I know. You really
did not
you
know
really
that.
you stabbed your own joke in the foot.
I still think that joke is
Damn,
funny.
It's still a good joke.
No, like I feel awkward for like the fact like we made that joke, but like
We had no
It's
idea.
also exciting that like he's cancer free. Like he
That
had
is
cancer,
true.
got through it. That's sick.
Riley, if you're listening, congrats on being cancer
Riley,
free.
I'm so sorry.
Also,
dog.
Sean,
man.
Ryan, Dax, congrats on being cancer free. I'm gonna keep that joke going.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Put it on a t-shirt. Should we put it on the merch? The cancer free
Just on
podcast.
the back, it just says cancer free, and everyone's like, "Yo, congrats!" You're like, "Thanks." I
Thanks,
hate
dog.
it. I hate that.
Oh man, that's rough.
I hate us. I hate us.
Ooh,
Ugh. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I'm
you're free.
free.
I'm a mailman. What up?
Got my I.
He
a
has
while
been
ago-
officially pardoned by the United States government.
Yeah, so I got hired by the United States government, and then I also got a plea of abeyance by the United States government.
They're like, wait a second, he's one of us.
Wait a second.
It's
he's
It's
one
like
of
when
us,
you
he's cool.
become
Let's
the
wrap this up.
Thane of
of Whiterun, so you can
Oh,
fuck
hell
up.
yeah.
You can fuck up a little, and they're like, "It's fine."
Like, it's okay, I'm the Thane, and they're like, sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir. Oh, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, yo, I work for the post office. Like, oh, just get out of here. I'll get the rest of your buddies
You're
here.
good to go.
You oh, underage drinking? Just get out of here. Just drive home.
Get that light fixed.
Get the hype.
Have a good night.
Anyways, Dax, we asked you earlier, but you have not had any run-ins with the law, right?
I have not.
That is good.
Thank the heavens.
Keep
Yeah,
it up.
Oh yeah.
I'll try.
I had a little
I'll do
run-in
my
with the law a
darndest.
while ago, and I had to go to court in St. George.
Oh,
No, that was fun. It was so fun. The judge was so nice to me.
Aw.
He actually was. Yeah, he was a cool dude. But that's
Did you
what.
cry?
Did I cry?
Maybe that's why he was nice.
No, you know what does suck is that I had court at 10 and I didn't know they do it in alphabetical order. So I'm there with my girlfriend Shay. Her last name's Whitney. My last name's Adams. So I'm first and she's last, which is lame.
Yeah.
So
When did she end up getting done?
it was like an hour later. It wasn't
Oh.
too bad. But I like so basically you walk in. Can I give tips for people going to court? I feel like I have
I
some
think
good
you can.
I feel like I have good tips here.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
that's violating any statutes of law.
Sweet.
I think that sound. I
Did
think
you
that
record it
probably
like we
sound
requested, though?
advised.
No, I don't think you can record court.
I mean, you physically can, but you...
I know. Well, you're right.
No, dude, they EMP the whole place. It's a dark zone in
It's a
there.
dark zone, bro.
If helicopters fly over the courthouse, they crash.
But basically, I went first, which sucked because I wanted to see someone else do it. And then I walk up and I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. But I walk up. You walk into court. It's like a courtroom. It's like Judge Judy, but smaller. It's like,
Was there an audience?
No, but there was a little spot for an audience. The audience was everyone behind you, everyone else that fucked up.
Right.
So, yeah, and then there's a cop in there, and then there was the judge. Also, why do judges wear that little baggy uniform thing? Why do they do that?
It's just like a traditional thing. I mean,
Is it?
in like England, they still wear like powdered wigs. Like
Really? I would
Yeah.
totally respect the judge more if he wore like a button up. I don't know. He just
He's
looked
just wearing, like, a
goofy. I'm like, dude,
flannel.
why are you wearing that?
drinking like a little glass of Joe. Like, hey man,
You're not flexing, dog. Anyways,
he's got a ponytail.
you watch this video explaining your rights. It's like you can either plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Blah, blah, blah. But they don't tell you some things. They don't tell you that a plea of abeyance exists. They don't tell you a lot of shit. And you can ask as many questions to the judge as you want. I feel like you could seriously stay there all day and just talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And like he couldn't be like, yeah, you have to get out of here. Like from what I saw, you could stand in front of the judge and be like, yeah, so like, what are you doing after this? And he'd be like, yo,
What's
like,
your
let's get
favorite
on with
kind
it.
of
But he couldn't
sandwich?
be like, hey, go sit down.
What if he
you
like
know?
slams his gavel though?
He didn't have a gavel.
What?
How silly is
I don't
that?
think you went to a real
Wait, he
courthouse.
has a
dog.
robe, but he doesn't have a.
He didn't have his little baby hammer.
Holy smokes, man!
That's what I'm saying. Anyways,
Damn.
I went first.
You got to do something really messed up to get the hammer, I guess.
To get the gavel.
Just DDD. Just
But also, do you remember how my ticket, I explained this on the podcast a while ago, it was an alcohol ticket.
right.
That's what I thought it was. I was wrong. I didn't get an alcohol ticket.
Oh, okay.
You know what I got? It was contribution to delinquency of a minor, which when I heard that, I was like, oh, distribution of alcohol to minors, right? I'm not old enough to buy alcohol. It's a long story, Dax. I explain it in a different episode. Anyways, I thought judge was going to be mad at me because I gave alcohol to minors, even though I didn't. I just ordered a house, whatever. But all my ticket was, on my ticket, it says my blood alcohol content, which was not low.
Do you want to tell me?
0.18.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but
That's not bad.
I was pretty gone.
Right, definitely.
I was pretty faded.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think anywhere after 0.5, you die.
0.05.
Point-
or
or 0.5.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but the judge was like, regardless of that being on my ticket, contribution to delinquency of a minor, if you were, for example, out with your little brother that is 17, under the age of 18, and you were out and he is past curfew, you could get a ticket for contribution of delinquency of a minor. And it's just like you're helping a minor do something wrong, break the law. And since they can't be liable for themselves, you're liable for them because you're over 18. So that's what I did. I don't have to take an alcohol class or anything, which is nice.
Wow, so it's unrelated to alcohol.
It's totally unrelated to alcohol.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I know. The judge was so cool. I was like, so I don't have to take an alcohol class? He was like, no, that's not what your ticket's for. I'm like, bro, that's wild. So I just had to pay a fat fine.
What's the fat fine?
$680.
Not fat. That is not fat.
I already paid it, but it was
easy.
It could have been worse.
Could have been so much worse.
$700 is $700. Who needs it, right?
Not me.
Not me.
You weren't going to use it for like a tattoo.
I was going to use it for like 3 tattoos, but not anymore.
Damn.
Anyways, that was my fun.
Soon though. I mean, you might as well get a tattoo soon.
Also,
anyways.
it is also weird being in there with like child abusers and like people who like drive cars while they're hammered drunk.
Yeah.
You're standing with it. That's funny.
I'm like, I had a sip of beer. But yeah, that's my little endeavor to St. George, Utah for court.
Wowee.
Dax, you ever going to get a tattoo, man?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not sure if I will. If I did, I really think, kind of like the old, kind of like the really old school looking ones. Like, like they're really colorful and like vibrant.
Okay.
Like Ed Hardy?
That's like a different style of tattoo that I usually don't hear.
Most people, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that stuff's really cool.
Really?
Cool. Like kind of the old, I'd have to show you. I've got a Pinterest for some of these ideas, man.
Okay.
But no, if I did something, it would be like vintage and just like classic.
Like I'm talking
that's
like
sick.
like pop art. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Not pop art. Okay. Because I want to get something kind of pop arty, but it's not in that same realm. Like vibrant pastel colors. Is that kind of like what you're leaning towards?
Dude,
Yeah,
let me-
pull up the Pinterest.
I'm pulling the
need to
Pinterest.
We'll explain our best.
I'm grabbing the.
Which is weird because that's kind of the opposite of what me and Ryan are kind of doing right now. That's not a super popular style, but I respect it.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
That's cool. Are you planning on getting some more tattoos soon?
I did get a tattoo 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
It says "You are okay" on
Is
my
it healed yet?
left arm. Yeah, she's almost there.
Okay.
It was pretty scabby last couple of days. But we're pretty good right now. But after that, like I love how it looks and I love that it's here. But I also am really content with like what I have right now. Like it didn't spark anything in me that I was like, I need to do another one like really soon.
So yeah, I feel like
Because at the same time, I don't know what I'd get. Like right now, I have no idea. There's nothing that I want to get that I like to the point that
you
what I
had
have
something
right now.
that you wanted to get, but your body would not agree with it. If you
No,
got
I wanted to get like a straight up like full
Black circle.
3-inch, 4-inch circle that's black, and then with negative space, it says like some lettering in there. But my
body
skin
could not.
scabs so bad, even just with little baby single needle tattoos.
Yeah,
It would destroy it.
because
and it
I
would
saw
look like
that one.
shit.
That one's pretty small, and it was I could tell it's like a detailed single needle.
Yeah,
But it scabbed up pretty good.
yeah, definitely.
And your box I don't know. Your
Yeah.
body does not like tattoos very much, but
No, it doesn't.
which yours is like a different style than mine because I'm trying to cover my leg,
Mm-hmm.
like knee to foot, completely ink.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like your spots here Your letters are here,
That's what
but that's the aesthetic. You don't want to.
Right.
You don't want to crowd it.
Right.
Yours is like keep it how it is. You know?
Yeah.
Which I like
So,
that.
so Dax, what you got? We can try to visually describe it to the
That's
folks
dope.
at home.
So it is. So I don't know who this Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy.
Yeah, Ed Hardy. He's like
Sounds like a Playboy dude.
Yeah, he's just like an
Yeah.
artist. Like he's like a tattoo artist,
Mhm.
but he has like a certain like style. It's kind of like old, like vintagey stuff. Like it's usually really colorful. Like usually it'll be like like it'll be like animals.
Oh,
or
yeah.
like,
Okay,
or like women
yeah.
or something like
That's
that.
cool.
Like that's the kind of stuff that I like.
That's
It's
that's cool.
I've always liked that style. I think it's really cool.
This
It's like-
this reminds me of the style. This is the same style of Conor McGregor,
right. Yeah.
like the gorilla eating a heart on his chest.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what this is. Have you seen that tattoo?
I haven't seen that tattoo.
Look
That
it up.
sounds sick.
Just look up Conor McGregor chest tattoo. It's like that.
See, I could see myself getting that style in like black and white. I like
style?
the graphics images of it, but the
they're
colors
cool.
I'm not sold on colors.
See, I
Yeah.
like
I like it.
I like these because they're really they're kind of dark and there's kind of like this darkness to it, but there's like I think just the pop of the color
Mhm.
kind of ties it
really
together.
They look
yeah.
really
I think
good.
it looks really clean.
It's a nice balance
Yeah,
between.
I think it's sweet.
like a
but-
dark tattoo, but with color. If that.
right.
Yeah.
But we'll see. If I did get something, it'd be something along the lines of that.
I could see you getting like a pirate ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an anchor, like I refuse to sink.
Yeah, no, not like that. I'm talking just like a full back piece. That's just a huge bow.
no.
Now
way.
too big?
No.
Oh yeah, that Conor McGregor tattoo is sick.
It goes
That-
hard. Huh?
that part, it looks like it has like motor pieces in it and stuff.
Man.
Like that's sick.
That's actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's bananas.
Same style. That's really extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that like art style. I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's
It's really
cool.
cool. It's like a biker, like a sailor aesthetic almost. Like
That's why I thought of the boat.
Yeah, like the sailor.
Yeah.
yeah.
It reminds
like
me of
that.
like the compass. Like a compass would be kind of cool. Like a compass with that style.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. I kind of like koi fish or something in that style. I like dragons.
That'd
Yeah.
be sweet.
Dragons are cool.
Dragons are
Dragons.
cool.
Dragons are so cool,
Dragons.
dude.
So, I mean, dragon tattoos are pretty hit or miss. Like you can
Definitely.
either get like a
That
really
is
sick
true.
dragon tattoo, or you can get like
I'd
I
get
don't
a
know,
toothless
something,
one.
something you saw in like those like old like shirts, like button-up shirts that people would wear that have like Chinese letters on them and like dragons on the back and stuff like that. I mean, I would wear one of those shirts. Those are kind of cool, but like,
A tattoo's different.
yeah, if you tattoo
Yeah.
on your skin.
I was
Not so
thinking
much.
about that today actually, because at the post office you can flex your tattoos as
Yeah.
much you want, as
Yeah.
long as they're not like hate tattoos.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, I could do like my hands, like all these places. Like it'd be cool. But I'm like, I don't know. Can I dedicate to my hands?
Don't do hands.
Don't do
hands
hands?
like
I
they,
would
they
love to do
fade
my
so
hands.
quick. I would too. I would absolutely do it if they didn't fade so quickly.
See, that's not a problem because I would get it touched up.
I would too, but like it's
costs
pretty
money.
often
Yeah,
that you need to because just how
it's probably once
quickly your
every.
skin
I would say once every 2
deteriorates.
years.
I mean, even after like people who got it like tattoos on their hand a year ago,
Yeah,
like they don't look good. They
you
fade
do
so
have to.
quick.
You do have to take care of them. But is there a place on your
Yeah.
like
When you get
where hands, neck, face, chest, back,
back.
arms?
I think if I was to do anything, it'd be reserved to my arms.
Okay,
Yeah, I like that. I don't know.
the arm tats are cool.
tattoos
Or
are so cool.
If anything, kind of like
Shoulder,
spilled
chest?
over, it'd be shoulder, chest, but
Okay.
not anything really anywhere else.
Yeah,
I'm not super into that.
I
But,
don't vibe with like stomach tats.
mm-mm.
They just
Yeah.
there's
Unless
something-
the rest of your upper body is covered.
yeah that
Yeah.
Then it looks
it's
good.
like
then it's like why don't you have them?
it's
on
like
your
this is
stomach?
the last part of my canvas that isn't covered.
Yeah.
You know,
But when it's just like
a
stomach tattoo, that looks so weird.
You know,
I
that was
mean,
weird.
I don't know if it's like maybe if it's on like a third, of like the stomach, like maybe on like the side or
like the ribs kind of.
corner.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
like
see
something
it.
on the ribs might be cool.
Yeah,
Maybe something like down like on the hip, like like below the belt line. That seems a little feminine though.
it's a little
in some cases.
a little frisky.
A little frisky there. Ooh, just right there below the belly button, right below the belt.
I've seen some
You
pretty
just have a
raunchy,
little guy like
weird
peeking
tattoos.
out of your jeans.
You know
God.
do you know what Kilroy is?
No.
Oh yeah, it's that little guy with like the nose.
Yeah, and
peeking
like
over the wall.
yeah, it's like an old war thing that
Yeah.
like soldiers used to draw Kilroy, saying
Mhm.
that like they were there, and it's like fight the good fight kind of thing.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
You know, it's like
Mhm.
but it's like basically like they'll draw him on walls, and it's
Mhm.
like
Uh-huh.
his
He's, like,
hands
looking
peeking over and his big nose is like peeking over.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what came to mind when you said over his jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be kind of
That's
funny.
fun.
I don't know.
For those who don't know, here's an image of Kilroy.
Yeah, it's Kilroy.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah,
I've
cool.
seen that before.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny.
That'd be kind of a cool tattoo, actually.
That would be a.
You know, like
You'd
a little,
have to. I feel like
minimalistic.
you'd have to explain it to everybody, but it'd be
Right.
funny.
Well, I feel like enough people know, like, or have seen Kilroy. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I think it's fairly common.
Dax, you don't
Yeah.
have any ideas for tattoos? You just know you want that style.
Well, if I haven't really like decided definitively whether I'll get tattoos or not.
Okay.
But if I were, that's a style I think's super rad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you got plenty of time to decide. It's not like you're in a rush or anything.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Plus, I gotta save up. I'm a little bit broke right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, tattoos are pricey.
They add up.
I wish they weren't so expensive.
I mean, when you think about it, like the amount of like how long it does last,
Yeah.
like it isn't that expensive when you think about it. Like how much can you say, like of things that you're purchasing right now that will be around
Forever?
Forever.
Or for the rest of my
or at least-
life?
Yeah. I mean, mind you, they
None.
won't look the same. You know, there is maintenance for them, like
Yeah.
either getting them retouched or anything. But
Lotion,
like,
retouch, whatever.
yeah.
But that is true. It is.
Because I was like, I paid like $60 for this tattoo, and I was like $60. Even that isn't a lot of money by any means, but like
Yeah.
for what you get, like it's kind of amazing how
It is
little
a
it is.
lifetime piece.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which is cool. It's kind of cool in
Yeah.
itself. It's just like, they are expensive, but they're worth it. It's just like expensive right now because, I don't know, all mine are expensive because mine are big.
yeah.
Well, I guess not big, but bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, big tattoos are huge, but
Yeah, big
yours
tattoos
good
are like
size.
sleeves
Yeah,
and things.
Oh yeah.
like single session back tattoos. Do you remember when we went to one of those at the tattoo shop, and there was a guy who did like 8-hour sessions of like full back pieces?
Yeah. Who?
and he was
Yeah.
booked out till like next year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is kind of cool.
Forever,
Yeah.
because he only has to work so much to make like a grand a session.
Yeah. No, 8 hours is
Not
that's
bad.
like that's gonna add up to like $1,100,
Mhm.
which is a ton. But
Not bad.
that guy's probably rolling in dough too.
Dude, that'd be so cool to be a tattoo artist, like to have that skill and to have that as your job.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm so bad at drawing. There's
Oh,
no
I'm
way.
awful.
But like
Yeah.
that would be very.
That would be the
cool.
coolest thing. You just
Yeah.
have a ton of tattoos. You just work with you work with cool people.
If you remember my one artist that did my ghost, he said he tattooed himself. You
yeah,
remember that story?
yeah, when he was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk and tattooed a diamond on his like ankle.
Oh.
I thought it was
something.
the Titleist because he was going golfing later.
Was it the
Yeah.
Titleist?
Or he also did like the ones on his hands and the one he did a couple of.
I can't imagine
himself.
doing that. I don't know if I could have the self control to do that.
To tattoo yourself.
Yeah,
Hell no, I would never.
because it's like it really doesn't hurt that bad. But knowing that I'm the one doing the damage here,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I would also
Yeah.
fuck something up. So
yeah, because I'm dumb. Like I
Yeah.
let other people do things that are
yeah,
important.
yeah, no kidding. Do we
And
have
he was
any-
drunk.
And he was drunk. That was
which is
also
a whole
not
nother ball game.
that's a whole different can of worms. That
Yeah.
it still turned out okay.
Yeah, it was older, but
Yeah, it was an
I
old
mean,
tattoo.
it wasn't misspelt or it didn't look bad. Which some people can't even say about a tattoo that they got sober and someone or a professional did.
Yeah.
I was so worried about because I got lettering, and I was so worried about misspelling something. And it's such a simple phrase. Like
None of those words are bigger than 3 letters.
right? But I remember I was looking at fonts because they had me look at like defont.com.
Yeah, no, that's for
And I was scrolling through them for like 2 or 3 minutes, and by like the second minute, like none of the words looked right anymore. Like when you spell out a word or say
Yeah.
a word so many times and it doesn't sound right or look right anymore.
It's like spell restaurant.
Yeah, and then you're like, that's not right. And so I looked at "you are okay" so many times, and I was like, this doesn't even look like anything anymore.
Uh-huh.
And so I like went back to one of the first ones on the first page that I was like, I like that one.
Yeah.
And and I was like, fuck it. Like, that's cool. That looks good enough.
Lettering is scary because I know someone will mess it up.
Yeah. Or like especially when it's like in a different language and you just misspell
Oh,
it.
Like the
man.
whole Ariana Grande
Yeah.
ordeal.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely worse ones out there, but that was a big deal.
That
when
was.
it
Where
happened.
was that tattooed on her? On her
I
back?
thought it was her arm or
Her
her
arm?
hand.
Wow.
What did it say?
Her foot.
It said something really goofy.
Like barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah, it said something about barbecue. Did you hear about that?
I did.
I don't remember what it was.
Something,
I'll
I don't know.
check
It was
my
something
Ariana
comical. And then she tried to fix
journal.
it and she messed it up more or something like that.
I don't know,
wouldn't.
man.
I don't know if I would get a tattoo in a different language, but
No, unless I'm really comfortable myself in another language, I don't think.
unless I'm positive that I know that's what it says. Like, no, that's just not
No
a
way.
great idea.
Dax, you speak another language?
I do.
What do you
Oh,
speak?
really?
I speak Haitian.
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 That's
Oh,
right, because I
shit.
saw you had a flag,
Yeah.
so I assumed like
Yeah, I've never been to Haiti. I learned in Florida. Yeah.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Oh, that's sick.
Where'd you learn this?
So I actually was a missionary
Yeah.
in
Okay.
Florida. And I've been home coming up on 2 years. So
Okay.
it's been a minute. But yeah, I learned Haitian Creole. There's a lot of Haitians. A lot of them have been here for a long time
Yeah.
in the States. There is a lot that came over after the earthquake in 2010
Yes,
in
I
Haiti.
remember that.
But no, dude, they're a crazy people. They're fun. They're awesome. I love Haitians.
Hell
That's
yeah.
So you went to Florida Haitian speaking.
Yep.
I didn't think there was that many Haitians in Florida to teach.
Neither did I. But there definitely
Is that what you
are.
thought when you got your call? You were like,
Dude,
what
I
am
had no
gonna do?
idea what it. I didn't know that like Haitian was even a different language, man. No
Yeah.
clue.
Wow, that's sick. Have you ever had to answer a Haitian call at cricket?
Not anyone has like called in and like needed to speak Haitian, but I talked to some guy who's from New York and I could pick out like an accent. I'm like, man, like this guy, he's either like African or he's got like some crazy like Caribbean accent.
Uh-huh.
He's got to be Haitian, man. Like I just like said something. I can't remember what I had said to him, but then we continued the rest of the conversation in Creole, Haitian Creole. It was actually
cool.
awesome,
That's
man.
really cool.
But that was
That's
the
amazing.
only time it's ever like happened at work.
Yeah.
He was super chill after that too.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Which is fun, but
Huh.
Awesome.
yeah, not something you really
That's not a
come
super
across
common
often.
language
No.
either.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool that you stumbled upon. And you just picked it out from his accent. That is cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Was that his first language, Haitian?
Yeah, he was from Haiti. There's a lot of them. So the big places. I mean, there's for sure Haitians here in Utah, but the big places are Florida because super close. Boston is another one, and then New York, and then I mean, you got Connecticut, New Jersey, things like that. But those are the main ones.
East Coast.
East
most.
Coast,
Yeah.
tons of Haitians scattered in there.
Huh.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to what like a Haitian ex New York accent would like. How
Yeah.
those would combine after
Dude,
so many years.
I honestly think they just keep the Haitian one. Dude, it's
Really?
it's wild. There's people who are here forever and they just never lose that. It's kind of like almost like French. You hear someone French speaking English. They say their R's and things kind of weird and
Like,
maybe
they don't-
H's and
they
stuff
don't lose
weird.
the accent, but they just change the language.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who speak like with thick accents still.
yeah.
But
Do you ever want to go to Haiti?
oh, definitely. Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
They're
No,
way
that'd be
cool.
dope. I'd like to go there, and then I'd like to go to the DR. I mean, they share the same. It's the same
DR.
island,
Dominican
Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah, they have
Yeah.
a line down the middle of
Okay.
it.
Yep.
I forgot. I just forgot that was even a thing.
Now,
Yep.
is Haiti like is it like an island or is it a part of Africa? Or?
It's an island.
No, so it's right. So you got Florida, and then there's you got like Cuba over here, and then Haiti.
Oh, so is it
So
a,
it's its own island.
is it a U.S. territory?
No, but it's super close.
Okay.
No, so it's its own nation, and it's separate from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Two different countries, but they share that island.
That's it.
But yeah,
Cool.
You got to go, man.
Yeah,
Dude.
Dude, you do.
I definitely.
They'd like think you're just like some American tourist, and then boom, you just hit them. And
Oh,
man,
Yeah,
like, come on in.
definitely, man. Hope we get some free grub out of
Yeah,
it.
that'd be cool.
Dude, I wish I spoke another language.
Yeah,
too.
same.
Do you find yourself? You probably not anymore, but were you thinking in that language very often?
Dude,
Or
the wildest thing is like when you're learning it, because I swear you're pretty much just thrown into like learning it, so you're just stressed for like honestly like a month. You just every single every moment of every day you're just like, oh gosh, I gotta learn this. But
I'm forced to learn this.
Yeah.
This is do or die.
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it was a little bit like different in the States because obviously you have an option to talk to other people, but it was when I learned, I was in like a little farm town which had only people who speak Spanish and Creole for the most part.
Okay.
But yeah, it was. I remember my first time like thinking like, man, I got this. I wasn't really like thinking consciously in Creole all the time, but I remember I had a dream where there was like Creole going back and forth, and I like understood what was going on. I'm like, man, like I woke up, I was like, holy smokes, dude! Like
That's cool.
that's wild. But
Dreaming in a different language would be rad.
yeah,
I don't know.
that's
I can't
crazy.
even imagine that.
I always think of Bronson's story about how he learned Spanish,
Yeah.
like how it clicked for him.
When he woke up from anesthesia.
He woke up from a surgery in Mexico, and then he just knew Spanish.
Yeah, he was a Spanish
He had mastered it.
And then he was like flirting with the nurses and whatnot or whatever. That's the Spanish. So I don't know. It's a weird, that's a whole weird, that's a weird story.
That is a great story.
On a side note, speaking of languages, I was like I've been doing orientation at the post office, and there's a guy in there that's deaf, and so he has to have a translator. And if I get bored, I watch that. I just watch the translator. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Like it really is. Sign language is cool.
It's
Do
way
you watch
cool.
their face?
Yeah. Their
They're
face
really
is so
animated.
expressive.
Yeah. So expression is actually a form of punctuation in ASL.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're asking like a question, then like you'll like raise your eyebrows. Like if you're, I can't remember.
Well,
I
it's
took
just
ASL
like-
in high school.
I
so
imagine it's just like how we react, but it's a
Yeah.
punctuation. It's so cool to watch them sign.
Yeah, because like I mean, you know, you'll kind of like emote and stuff like that, you know, like normally, and then, but yeah, it's weird. Like it's I can't remember the details, but yeah, like some like facial expressions are like means of like punctuation, kind of like how, you know, like I guess like a period or like a comma. Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that, but
It's cool. I talked to the guy today, the deaf guy. I talked to him a little today. Well, at least I tried to. He has a really cool car. So I
What do
feel
they
like
have?
he has a Ford Focus RS.
Ooh,
Yeah.
RS.
It smoked me.
RS are cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I also didn't know deaf people could like legally drive. I thought that was like not a thing. I don't know why I thought that, but like I thought you would like need your hearing to drive.
I mean, that thinking makes sense. I mean, there's horns that you use, sirens. That you have to,
it's mostly
like,
sirens
right?
or something, right? Yeah, I don't know, but he could drive. And
I remember hearing that or thinking that too when I was a kid, and believing that. But then I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because you can have your music turned up as loud as you want. Like
that is
Yeah.
also
realistically,
true.
and
Yeah.
There's
so
no
I
law
never
against
understood
that.
exactly, but I'm sure it's just like having a handicap
That is
sticker.
a
anything.
canon
Yeah.
argument. I don't think he has a handicap sticker.
He doesn't need it.
He really doesn't. I mean, he's not.
I mean, you can always just take it off. Like you can just put the tag away. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, maybe I don't even know if that would qualify for like that. I'm sure it would.
I feel like a handicap sticker so you could park closer.
Right.
So I don't know if he needs it because he's deaf. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's physically fit. So
Damn.
Drives a cool car.
yeah, he does drive a cool car. I also
rad.
do like how like when you talk to like someone that's deaf or something like that, and like when you talk to them and like the message gets across, it gets them like all excited and stuff. Like that's so cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I wish I could communicate with you because I actually have something in common with this guy. I'm like, he likes cars, I like
Yeah.
cars. Like this is cool. And like I was just walking out of the building, I was next to him. I was like, hey, like I was like trying to like show him like what I was talking about. I was like, your car, like I like your car. Your car's really cool. He's like, thanks. Like I like yours too. Like I could tell what he was saying. He just couldn't say it.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. Like I wish I could talk to you. And I don't even like talking to people that much.
Yeah.
Especially that orientation.
Especially
Everyone's
what?
weird. Huh?
Especially what?
Especially people in the real world.
Oh,
What'd you think I was going to
I
say?
don't know. Especially deaf people.
Oh, shit. I was like,
This
whoa.
guy's cool. No.
Especially people. No, that's mean.
Damn.
There's a special spot in my heart. For,
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. I
We'll
wanna-
send him a link to this podcast.
Dude, come on.
I didn't realize what I was saying. Do
Should I ask him
It's
tomorrow?
too
I'm
late.
like, dude, we have a podcast.
you want to come on?
Put the intro over it.
Oh, bro.
Well,
We have-
his
we'll have an
translator.
interpreter.
That'd be cool.
Have you guys ever gotten deaf members at cricket and had to like speak with an interpreter?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
You
I
have?
have. Yeah.
Oh, is that
It's-
hard?
It's a little bit awkward at first.
A little bit, but then like like especially like if like the interpreter is a guy and the person that I'm speaking with is a woman, then like like I'll like be like saying their name like, oh hi Karen, and then like a man's voice will be like, hi, hello, how are you? And it's kind of I don't know, yeah, like it's kind of awkward, but like it's
It is also
cool.
it is the interpreter thing is weird because he was in a group with me today. We were doing like group work for something,
yeah.
and he was just saying, "Yes, I also agree with that." But a girl was his interpreter,
Uh-huh.
and she said, "Yes, I agree with that." And it's like, I get it, but it's just kind of weird. You know?
Yeah.
It throws you through a loop for a second.
Like it's kind of weird because like the interpreters like they can't like
They can't say
speak for-
he like it's
yeah,
like
they can't
he
speak for
agrees.
themselves. Like they can't speak for themselves, and they can't like they basically have to be like an extension of like the deaf person.
Yeah,
It's like they have to like essentially like be like a
because
tool.
you don't want to come across like insulting, like
Yeah,
because that can be a thing. Like, oh yes, he agrees with what you're saying.
Mhm.
But it's like he can speak for himself. He just can't speak for himself. That was a
Yeah.
bad way
No,
of
it's
putting it.
yeah, it's like wild. It takes a second to get used to when you're talking to him, but
Mhm. And it would definitely be like more awkward like if somebody was all like, oh, I'm an interpreter for so and so. He says this and this and this, or like you have to like keep on like starting like the sentence with like he says or she says or something like that. Like,
just
I think-
cut out the middleman,
Yeah.
kind of type thing.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
yeah. I
That's
don't
cool.
know. It
And,
makes
like,
me.
even like the interpreters, like they'll say like, oh, like I'm interpreter, and they'll give you a number. Like they won't like give you their name.
hmm
So like it's
Whoa.
I don't know.
So it's really
So,
not
like,
personal at all. Like,
Yeah, that's
but even
so
you can. That's the weird thing about it is you can like personally talk to someone like and feel like you're having a pretty good conversation, but who you're actually like speaking to, you haven't talked like you haven't spoken to them not one word really. You know,
Yeah.
that's the weird
Wow,
thing about it.
that
That's
is
the
so
trip.
weird, dude.
That's the trip,
awesome.
man.
That's so cool.
I don't
But
know.
it-
It makes me really want to know what's going through their head, because like, even if like someone speaks a different language, I can usually like they can figure out what I'm saying and they can
Right.
hear me, or they
Yeah.
can tell if I'm mad and yelling or whatever. And like a deaf person can as well. They can see that you're visually mad,
yeah,
but it's like I feel like there's a greater language barrier there. Like obviously, but it's just like so interesting to me. Like I want to know what's going on in their head.
yeah.
Like I really do.
because like if
I-
like they probably
yeah.
like think in sign language, like
They think in actions, or they think,
I think they-
just
yeah.
visually.
I think they think in
Maybe.
words, like they think like reading, because they can read.
Ah.
They-
I bet
So is
they
it-
think in like sign language, like especially if
You
you're
think?
like, well, maybe I don't know.
This is way out of our realm. Of
No, like if
expertise.
I bet it's different. Like if you're like
Yeah,
born
I'm not
deaf
a
or, like,
Yeah,
linguist,
that's
you're
that's
but
I was about to say
born
that.
hearing. Like if you're born deaf, you probably think completely in imagery. I mean, because you have no concept of
You have to
what
think in
sound
imagery,
is.
but if you were born and then lost your hearing, you probably think in whatever language you knew before, right?
Yeah, because there will be like kids who are hearing and both their parents are deaf, so their parents will teach them sign language first, and then later on in
Yeah.
life they will learn how to speak English, or I mean they'll get it set up where like they have like somebody who like teaches them English, stuff like
I mean,
that.
they
can
learn
it to, like,
English just going to school and stuff, so they, I don't know.
Yeah. But like, no, there was like this movie that I watched actually in like my ASL class, but, like this girl who was hearing, and both her parents were deaf, but she learned ASL first, and she said that she would think in sign language, and like English was a secondary language to her, even though
That's
she could hear.
weird.
That is bananas. That's
That's
cool.
very
crazy, dude.
It's
That's
so
pretty cool.
weird.
No, language is such a crazy like thing to wrap your mind around.
Yeah,
Because there's so many things that are just like close, but they don't translate. Some things like I can't think of like a great example, but
like
there's just
Latin,
like expressions that you can't fully experience like in for example, like in Creole, there's just certain things that even if I say what I mean to say, it doesn't come across
as you want it
with
to.
the strength that I'd like it to, or like how I could kind of express in English. And it's not because I don't know the words, it's just they literally don't have like
a word
for it.
Yeah.
And so you kind of wonder if people don't even like have that same emotion tied to like whatever idea you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting really abstract
Yeah.
with like
No,
my
that's
example.
cool.
If I
I
had
like
something
that.
more specific, I wish I could just spit it out, but
Yeah, no. I have like an example. My brother, he went to Chile on his mission. He speaks Spanish, but they kind of have like a different like slang there in Chile.
Yeah.
And there's like this term. It basically means, or like it translates to you burnt the rice, but like what it means is that like you like it's because it's like meant to be kind of like an insult or like a tease, but it basically means like you suddenly like just turned gay. Like it's weird. Like it's no, like it like yeah, it sounds weird when you say that, but like it's like it because like it means something and it's like something like that. It's something that like people say, but like when it translates to English, it's like really like awkward. Like it doesn't really make sense. Like you suddenly turned gay. Like it's weird, but like it's like a term there in Chile.
You have to
Yeah,
get, like,
but-
slang is one thing, but also like you got to think about like if they even feel, because a lot of the way we feel about things is what we learn and what we hear from other people. And so if you go somewhere where they don't have the words for a feeling that we have, do they feel that feeling, or what do they call it?
Yeah.
right.
Well, like what you were saying, how they
crazy.
don't like sometimes they don't have a word for what you're trying to get across, and it's like it's just weird because you grew up like what you were saying, Ryan. You like I've grown up hearing these words and hearing it from other people, but if I go and speak like what you were speaking, like in Haiti, like Florida, like to these people or Spanish or whatever, then I could like explain the same word that has a feeling to them that I don't have a feeling attached to it because I've learned it as my second language.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not getting the feelings that they might have, or I might not even know the word. It might be like a slang word that like we might have. You know?
Yeah. dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. Language is cool.
Really though,
Yeah, language is cool.
that's crazy though.
I do really enjoy watching the interpreter or translator.
It's interesting.
Man, I'm
No,
glad.
did you guys see the thing where like it was like can't remember what concert it was. I think it was like Lil Yachty or something.
Yeah.
But there was like an
they-
ASL interpreter interpreting everything that he was rapping, and he thinks that she's dancing. So he's like dancing with her, and so like she's like, you know, still trying to like sign but like dance and everything.
That's awesome.
No, it was kind of funny.
It is cool that the interpreters are like an extension of a person.
Their voice.
Yeah.
Like it's like their voice, but also in between when they're not translating, they'll have conversations, and like I'll watch them sign to each other, and it's pretty cool. I don't know. I just really enjoy watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's sick. That's cool.
Way cool.
makes orientation go by a lot faster.
Whatever you got to do to get through it, man.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyways,
I think that's it.
I think that's I think this is episode 105.
Higher than that.
Oh, yeah.
We just did 109 with Riley, and I think
Oh, shit.
110 was on Sunday.
110.
So
So
this
this
is
is
I
like
wanna say that
111.
we're this is 112.
112.
Yeah, because we just did
We did
111
one before this.
Oh,
with
111.
111.
Sweet.
Make a wish.
Make a wish. Dax, it was great to have you again,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you so much. for
Thank
coming
you
on.
again.
Thank you, sir.
Been good talking about languages and what else?
get
Movies
We'll
and
recap.
Tinder and holy
Tin-
smokes, lots of stuff.
We went all over the
Man,
place.
I really
yeah.
did.
It was a good
cool.
one.
It
A good
was
little
fun,
series
man.
we had here. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. We'll see you.
See you.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.